Steve Ellefson from Calgary, Alberta. I'm a former Paralympic winter and summer athlete involved in several programs in parasport in Calgary, and have met and have been impressed by the program here at STARS, and certainly with this device Wes has developed. I think it's a great asset for programs.
Thank you. All right, now Wes, introduce yourself.
I'm Wes Dearborn.
Okay, go.
I'm Wes Dearborn in Steamboat Springs. I've been adaptive ski instructing for 18 years, and learning to monoski myself, I felt like we needed to break down the learning curve and create a comfortable environment that you can't learn when you're in a stressful, fearful place, and you need to build confidence and have a mission when you do go to the snow, that where you wanted to try to get started with the skiing. So this is comfortable, you develop some basic skills, and get yourself started with the new exciting sport of monoskiing. So that's my mission. My company is Innovative Adaptive Technologies, because we want to be able to leave ourselves open for engineering, designing other pieces of equipment to enhance the quality of life with people with challenges. So, but we're just doing the skiing right now. So back to the simulator here with some more features that it has.
Let's see what's next.
For you, for a more dynamic turn, we can drop this down to a 20-degree stop. So now you can really feel
20-degree stop.
Yeah.
bucket. And
so yeah, again, great. I can see where I'm going to be when I start initiating turns by leaning, and you
Now,
can,
so compare to me, since you actually ski on this, the 20 degree, is that a normal position for you on the mountain?
Absolutely. You know, there's racers get as far as 70 degrees. I've seen some video, and it was measured that there's a member of the U.S. ski team that has been that can get down to 70 degrees.
But somebody that's not a Paralympic like you,
yeah,
that's starting out, is 20 degrees a pretty something that they will accomplish in a week, in 2 days? Tell me, give me some advice.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, in your first season, it depends on the individual, but definitely that you need this skill. And also, I think this is great. You can see you want to leave your body back over the ski, so you can start thinking about that technique, because the conventional thought is you just lean over this way, but there's another opportunity to consider a body position in this kind of environment where you control it.
This is fantastic, guys.
It really is so well thought out. I'm impressed with this character.
Go.
so one of the other things is now we're going to do the actual falling and getting back up and finding how much physical strength it takes to get back up from a 90-degree fall, and how to prepare yourself for the impact of the fall in slow motion. So I'm going to remove my stop. I've got a handle on him here, and here we go. We're going down, and now he's laying down on the ground. Now, for him to get up, he crosses over with this hand, and he has to start pushing up with his other hand to get started, and I can help him ease that up. But he can learn what the mechanics are about what it's going to take to get back up again.
Now, Steve, are you able to get up on your own when you fall most of the time?
I am, but you know, aside from being able to practice this, I think it is so important to learn the body position, and when that becomes a natural thing, the injuries that you might spare yourself,
Right.
it's, yeah, it really is.
Yeah, well, the frustrations more than injuries, right?
Well,
No injuries.
yeah, frustrations too, but to think if you can avoid an injury that's significant, as Wes says, you know, these are your legs, your shoulders and your arms are what you need for ambulation, and don't want to mess with those.
like to introduce Craig Kennedy, our local adaptive ski program, STARS. Craig is the
Client Services Director.
perfect. What we've got going on here is we're going to show the transfer from the chair into the trainer. We've got it right now on a 10-degree angle, lowers the edge of the bucket for the transfer. And Craig, let us know what you need there.
Should be good here.
Got a nice handle here if I need to stabilize anything. So this is one of the features here. I can lock him in solid now that we got him back upright. So feel nice and sturdy there, Craig?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, normally this takes leaning against my locked wheelchair to even feel comfortable enough to do this transfer. So this is nice to have a nice sturdy, something to keep you sturdy, because especially beginner skiers get real nervous getting in and out of these things because it's not necessarily an easy transfer.
Now we have a 20-degree stop, more dynamic. It's for an upper level skier. Will not be a beginner turn whatsoever, but gives them a chance to feel what it'd be like to really set a carving turn. Here we go. So one of the big things here is the counter angulization, dropping your hip into the turn but keeping the upper body up and over the center of the ski. How does that feel to you, Craig?
Feels just like I'm skiing. It's cool. Same exact feeling.
So one of the ideas here, I think, for a program is that having a stand and having this, you don't have to have another volunteer or instructor to hold the person up while you're trying to pat his bucket or fit him or
So yeah, I can just stand here.
do some of the stuff. He's all good to go with this right here.
But like as far as measuring outriggers and stuff, I wouldn't do it on here just because you're a little bit higher.
It's so
than-
close though, I think you could adjust it by saying we're gonna be 1 notch difference
Right.
maybe if
Yeah, you're by an inch higher. The no plane side, but it's let's say you're an inch and a half higher.
right, but that's one of the
Close.
intentions
Yeah,
that we've tried to keep it
close
as
enough.
low as possible for the transfer as well as adjusting riggers. And then that's part of why this frame is so far out in front, is to be able to put your riggers and practice your turns and not have anything in the way of being able to do your riggers. And then here, and so if I go back up to a 10-degree stop, I'll back off a little the tension on here. See what you think about that for the feel for the base of the ski.
It's actually pretty good. You can find your balance point too here.
Yeah, that's the idea, and be light on the riggers, 1,000 steps.
Yeah, because you're not going anywhere. It'll it'll go to right there. That's 10 degrees?
That's 10 degrees. And my thought is that if you're a beginner, you're not going to need to lean any more than 10 degrees.
Oh yeah. That.
After that,
But I can see where this would really come in handy when you're talking about movement patterns as well, as far as like body separation.
right?
Now, does it go in 10 degree increments? Could you go another?
Well, yeah, we are. If you want to see the 20 degrees, it drops down
Which is probably a lot.
right there. So you have to stop.
But see here, I can at least demonstrate like body position, like trying to be inclinated or inclinated instead of angulated, or angulated instead of inclinated. Like right now, this is a kind of a more upper level move, I would say, putting it on edge and keeping your upper body, as opposed to, you know, leaning into the turn like this. You really can emphasize this part of the turn where you're getting the ski over, but your upper body is still upright like that. I could see using it for that. Just kind of a demonstration.
It could also be an exercise in seeing how much strength people have.